Just a little concern on my mind out there, guys. Thanks to Burger, you know who you are. All the viewers out there who send us in clips, it does make my job a lot more fun and a little bit easier, talking about why CSGO teams or organizations just simply are not entering CSGO as of late. Now, around this discussion, guys, surrounding points as well as we approach Valorant, whatever Valorant esports are going to be in the future. I think some gigantic announcements are planned for this week, and of course, going forward, we see more and more top organizations actually announcing their rosters, but a lot of which have come from the tier 2 North American CSGO scene, and along with that, guys, partnered with some other organizations which have simply not come into CSGO. It does make you wonder as to why. I'm going to play you guys a clip from T1 CEO, that being Joe Marsh. I believe it was actually on Swag Stream. He was talking very shortly about this, and then think about this as well. In the past, we have talked about TSM has been long rumored to enter CSGO for probably what, the past year and a half, maybe even longer. It never happened. You know what they did join? Valorant. We've even talked about here on this channel, guys, a long time back to start off this year. Cloud9 has showcased just how expensive it is to own and operate a CSGO roster. That reported figure from Jack Etienne being $1 to $2 million per year lost on their CSGO roster, which is pretty astounding. Yes, Cloud9 has made probably more CS roster changes amidst any other well-known organization out there, but still very, very expensive. Then you partner all of that with the tier 2 NA scene moving completely to Valorant. I am a bit concerned about the future of CSGO, at least a little bit. Here is now T1 CEO explaining why they too have entered Valorant and not CSGO.
Right, yeah.
Probably work, right? Why isn't T1 in the CS scene? I don't know. It's a tough game too. Like, we got invited to participate in one of those leagues, but the rosters are already set. Like, you have to go build a roster from scratch, and it's not exactly easy to do that.
Yeah, I feel like CS is pretty hard to get into.
Yeah, it's like unless you
most of the good teams
for a roster
are already signed anyways.
Yeah.
And even further than that, guys, I actually talked to Griffin. I believe it was late last year. I think I can share this now. Unfortunate circumstances over there for the Korean organization. They, too, were trying to enter CSGO, and much told me what aligned with what T1 had just said. The fact they could not find a roster. If they did, you know, finding a top-tier solid roster, most of which are already signed. If you want to build the roster from scratch, just like Cloud9's circumstance or any other organization trying to enter, it is very, very expensive, if not that, very time-consuming to find 5 top-tier players out there not already signed, and so a lot of which are going to have buyouts, also making it very, very expensive. It seems as of right now where these salaries are, and I think many figures out there would agree, probably a bit too high for the current atmosphere in CSGO. Are those salaries for a lot of pro players? It's just too expensive, too time-consuming, and too tough right now to enter the CSGO scene, and that's why we continue to see organizations not in CSGO enter Valorant. There's a lot more of a field, there's a lot more talent when it comes to actually picking to, and probably right now also much cheaper. In its infancy, and we're going to see if we've already talked about this past weekend. T1 certainly are investing fully into Valorant as the next big esport like League of Legends, and of course CSGO is up there as well, but for them they see it as a better chance of a return on investment to invest in 3 Valorant rosters. A North American roster, we already talked about them, majority former iBuyPower players. Yes, I will be shaving my head in the future. Guys, let me just try and get on a few more dates. I promise you guys I will shave my head for that. A North American Academy roster and a Korean roster. All 3 rosters in Valorant, and they refuse to come into CSGO, which by many eyes is a top esport in the entire world, arguably number 2 just to League of Legends. And so I ask all of you guys, why are teams not entering CSGO? The reasons are right in front of us. It's expensive, it's time consuming, it's too tough, and I think salaries right now are maybe a bit too high for the scene. We will see where we go from here. Are you guys concerned? Are you worried? Are you excited? Leave your thoughts down below. Thank you to T1 for sharing more thoughts and opinions when it comes time for the giant esports scene that just keeps on growing. Until next time, you guys know what to do, all right? Drink your Wawa, drink your Kaka. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.